Hello, good morning. This is Patrick. I just saw this morning on it was a website that's sort of national, and they had a link that said Hillary was being interviewed by a Dutch television station, and the woman asked her, um, Ivanka wants to be president, and Hillary really quickly said, "That'll never happen." So here is the tape.
Ivanka Trump wants to be the first female president of the United States.
That's not going to happen.
No?
No.
How come?
Well, we don't want any more inexperienced Trumps in the White House.
I think that normally I would like to believe what you're saying, but I've also learned after these elections that things that we didn't expect to happen sometimes do happen.
Well, that's true, but, fool me once.
Thank you. I thought that was humorous. Anyway, I did as you know, a year and a half ago, right after the election, we did a video where it just came to me to measure that. I went through the family, actually, Trump's family, and wanted to know, their political ambitions in the family now that the father won the election back then. And when I got to Ivanka, it was a very strong read. It was, everybody else is like 10, 15%, and boom, she was 95. And then I said president, boom, 95%. And let's do that real quick. Here's my lapis. Let's connect real quick, and we'll do that one more time as an update. First of all, let's do Hillary. What is the probability Hillary will be president? Because I know she wants to run again. Okay, it's very, very small. Let's call this, and let me do so her chance of being president, the probability is less than half of 1%. Could you give me Ivanka Trump, the probability she will be president in the future of the United States? Okay, let's get it more accurate. I'm getting 94% probability. It's almost guaranteed. All right? Who knows what the world would be at that time? And maybe no one wants to be president. It could be pretty rough. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. So Hillary has half of 1%. Now, she did have much higher before. During the campaign, she had about a 3 to 4% probability. You remember during the primaries and I don't know why it's like that. It's just like kind of interesting. I hope Ivanka learns a lot, in the next year and a half to take on the job. And it fits into the goddess energy that's coming. And as I said before, the primary structure of the goddess, what makes her perfect for the goddess energy is she's a mother of 3. And she's bringing back a lot of those motherhood qualities to the table, which the feminists had swept under the table. And Max is barking. He agrees with this. That spirit agreeing with what I just said. Big 150-pound dog saying, yeah, masculine. But that's what's going on. And as we make this transition, she's a very high vibration for a public figure. It's very unusual to have someone, and that's because she's representing the new energy that's coming in. She's not the new energy totality. She has a function. She's a transition, just like her father is a transition from the old masculine. We're gonna bring in more of the genuine feminine goddess energy, which needs the masculine. The masculine is the structure which you hang the culture on. So they both play a role, and it's really important. And we'll get rid of the radical feminist culture forever. It's just filled with hate. And we'll get rid of a lot of other things. That's why the universities will go away. They're going to start collapsing, and it's because they're not interested in truth. And that was what the foundation they were originally interested in. And truth is sort of like beauty. It's one of the Greek, they're consumed with truth. When you are consumed with truth, when I use a dowsing on the word truth, it's very high. It's really a high, and it's something that resonates through all the dimensions. So if there's a truth in this dimension, it's a truth in another, as it were. I might not be right on that. There might be some exceptions. I'm looking at it wrong. But if you use the word, I'm going to do it right now, universal truth. Watch what happens. Universal truth. I know you're not watching it, but it's a 10. 9.910. It's like the highest concept for us to live by. And the same thing for beauty. Anyway, these words are what we're going to go back to. And it's going to be when we are focused on it and our consciousness is focused on it and we make it part of our being in our culture and our civilization, we will move up to the higher frequencies. And everything we do and think about will be directed towards this. Then there'll be peace, abundance, all these things. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I thought it was interesting that we got that hit a year and a half ago to look at Ivanka, and it's still there. And what's really incredible is how everybody laughed. You remember the comment section, no way, no how, or whatever. I forget what they said. But here we are, a year and a half later, and people are talking about it. It's making it into the mainstream. So much so that the former presidential candidate of the other party has to comment on it. That's a long way to go from never ever to, wow, this is an interesting concept. And probably in the back rooms in the Democratic Party is, there's probably no way to beat her. If she develops a political cohesive, a political dialogue with the people, if she can do that, there's no way you can beat her, because she's going to just rob and steal that whole women's vote. And she's going to be coming in not from a butch haircut. You know what I mean? She's going to be coming in from the feminine. And it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be exciting to see that. Or I'm wrong and we go on a different timeline. So, but that's a really incredible high probability. Thank you. Have a good day. And I wanted to say something about Putin. I have about 6 videos on my desktop, and I'll try to get them up in the next month or so. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ever be President of the United States? Is it my on? Turn on? Will Ivanka Trump ever be President of the United States? Wow. Thank you. We're using the 10-point star chart right in front of me. Do you see it? How many years? 5 is right in front of me. You determine what that is. I'm not going to pursue that much more. The world is changing. Anyway, thank you.